So today we are covering mobile testing automation script. So I will show you the first script of mobile automation so that you can know how we can execute the mobile automation script by using Eclipse, Selenium and Appium. And apart from that, we are using a Java language. So let's move ahead. So this is basically our Eclipse. This is the UI of the Eclipse. And I'm just closing all of this tab just to avoid confusion. And for you have to create a new Maven project. I have already created a new Maven project, and this is basically the dummy class. And after created the new Maven project, you have to add some like dependency, and for now you have to mention the Selenium dependency and the Appium dependency, because for now we are using only this two dependency only. So now let's create a new class. Before moving to creating the class, let's give you the overview what we can do next. So like after creating the class, what we can do first, we have to declare the driver should be like Appium driver or Android driver, or it's up to you, you can use iOS driver as well, and it's basically your preference or what device you can use. Okay. After declaring the driver, you have to set the capabilities. Capability is basically is to give information to the Appium driver, like Appium driver should know what driver, what device or on which device the automation script should be executed. Okay, and we have to mention the capability, like set the capability for particular application as well, because Appium driver should know on which application this script is for. Okay, because in web case you have to enter like driver.get and mention the URL, then URL is directly open. But in the mobile case, because as you know, mobile different mobile there are right now. Okay. So first you have to give the particular name of that device, and after recognizing the device, you have to give the particular name of that particular application. So this is basically the two circle. First we have to enter the first circle after recognizing the device name, and we have to enter the second circle after recognizing the information of that particular application. After getting that particular information, then driver should be on the perfect place that it will execute your automation script. So you have to set the capability, and after setting the capability, you have to initiate the Appium driver, or it's up to you what you can use. And after initiating the driver, you have to mention your script and then execute it. So let's move ahead and see in a Eclipse part. So right now I'm creating a new class. So just click on the right button on class, and this is basically the PM test case first. So this is basically our first class, first script, so that's why I have mentioned test case. Okay, so our class is created. So now we have to declare the driver as driver now, because I have already mentioned the steps here. Declare the driver first, so you have to complete this one. Upload static Appium driver and it would be good if you mention the mobile element here, because there should not be any confusion later, because the Appium driver is for web or for mobile. So it would be good you mention mobile element here. So now our driver is declared, and now to mention a main function here, public static void main, because we have to mention the capability and our script inside this main class, and we have declared the driver outside the class because this is basically we have to declare this outside the class to make it as a class level. Okay. So our main function is ready. Now you have to mention the different capability here. So you have to write desired capabilities, cap the new desired capabilities. Because desired capability is basically the class, as you can see here. It is basically the class. Now this is used to set the capabilities, and by using the capabilities we can give different information to the server. Like we have to provide two types of information here. First information is like device information. Device information. For the device information you can use three capabilities: cap.set capability. Now you can write platform name. So platform name like Android or iOS or Windows. So I have using Android, so I have mentioned Android. And capability dot set capability. And the second one is like platform version. So what version? I am using the recent one, that is 11. Now you have to mention the device name as well. So the device name. Now the question here is how you can know the device name. So you can know the device name by using the command prompt. So like you have to mention ADB devices. Click on that. Then this is the device that we are using. Emulator 55444. So just click on that. And mention here emulator. So for device information is sufficient. Now the app information. App information you have to mention the set capability. For the app information you have to mention appActivity and appActivity. Now the question here is how you can know the appActivity and activity. So very simple to know the appActivity and activity. Like you have to download one application here, like and you can directly easily get from the Play Store, like APK info. So it will give all the information for all the application. So for now we are using automating this application, simple HTML tester, and just click on that. Click on activity. So this one. So this is basically the appActivity activity. So you have to mention that. So up to main activity, it is the appActivity activity, and if you just remove, if you take the path only that much, then it is basically the appActivity. So up to here it is the appActivity, and if you add the main activity, then it is the appActivity activity. appActivity. Okay. So now the app information is mentioned, device information is mentioned, and our driver is declared. So now let's move back to this one. This is completed. This is completed. Now initiate the driver. So for initiating the driver, you have to so now you have to initiate the driver. So how you can initiate a driver? Just it is basically same as that of the web, because in case of web you have to mention like driver equal new Chrome driver or driver equal new Gecko driver, same as that, like driver equal new Appium driver, and now you have to mention the mobile element as well here, because we have already declared the mobile element, and you have to mention different things under the bracket, like new URL three w and some exception is there. So for initiating the driver, you have to mention driver equal new Appium driver, and under the URL, under the driver bracket, you have to mention the server URL on which our server is running. So this is basically the URL of the server and the capability that we have already set, like cap. So we have to mention cap here. Now the question here is how you can get this particular URL. So it's very easy. So just click on here. As well as let's close this Appium and open again. So open the Appium, you can directly get this URL, not a complete URL, but you can get the particular location of the server, like 00004723, like host is 00, port is 4723. So if you start this, you can see here is like 004723. So we can further customize and you have to mention in this particular format, so that this is basically become the particular working URL. So in this way our driver is initiated. Now this is done, this one is done, this one is done. Now you have to mention our script here. So before moving the script, first we have to see what application we are automating here. So our application is simple HTML and it is a dummy application. If you just click on here, and it is basically single page application. This is the editor and it is the preview. If you mention anything here, like write your own code, it will automatically populate under here, like under the preview, like write your own code, like to do write your own code here. And like if I mention something here, like to do mobile automation and this preview here, so it will become to the mobile automation. This is basically a simple application. And for now, our test case, a very simple test case, like open the application and get this text, simple HTML tester. So for doing that, open this page under the Appium, because this is basically the native application, and I have already declared the capability here, capability that we have already mentioned under the Eclipse, the same capability I have mentioned here. So you have to mention the same capability here. Click on the start session and just wait for 20 seconds. Then snapshot will appear so that you can get the locator from that. A little bit time. So yeah. So Appium get the snapshot of that particular application for that particular page. So our test case is like to get the text of this particular locator. So click on that and get some class name xpath or something so that you can locate this particular application. So for now I am using this class. Now driver dot find element by dot class name, mention the class here, and get text so it is showing the error. So if you want to print this under element 1, put it under the string, and if you want to print that, just click on even. So now our test case is ready. Test case basically to print the text. Now you have to execute this. Our application executed here. So yeah, your platform name should be in the small letter. It should not be the capital letter. So I hope this time it would work fine. So let's see what happened. So application is open and simple HTML tester is printed here. So in this way you can automate a further test case here. So now let's move to another test case, like test case second. So if we take a second test case, so second test case is like you have to mention some text case here, like open the application, click on that window and enter some test case like mobile automation. Okay, so let's click on here, and first we have to get the particular locator of that window, of that text window. So this I have already said, start the session. And please remember guys, you have to mention platform name and platform version, the first letter should be in the lowercase, it should not be in the caps letter, else you would get this type of particular error like the instance should not be created or something else. Okay, so let's wait to get the snapshot under the Appium so that you can get the locator. So yeah, snapshot is loading. So now our motto is to get the text of that window. Click on here, click on here, click on here. Should be this one. So now there are different things like element, package, class, text, resource ID. So this time we are using resource ID. And if you mention this is displayed, it should be boolean. And so now what I do here is I have mentioned the locator here, and there is no text for that particular locator, so that's why we have checked if this particular locator is displayed or not. First we have to display it or not. If displayed, then further to the, so instead of that it would be good if you mention the mobile element E2 and just remove now print that E2 is displayed or not. If displayed, then do the further action. E2 dot send keys. E2 dot send keys. Pass the test case mobile automation second script. So our second test case is ready now. So let's see what will happen next. Now execute this script. Open the Appium, open our emulator. Let's see. So it is executing here, and the last instance is closed, and our expectation is to open a new instance. New instance is created, get the text of first test cases and the test case like our text mentioned here, mobile automation second script. So if you want to further clarify here, just e2 dot clear the text first and then mention the text under the text box. So like I have mentioned e2 dot clear. So now our motto, our expectation is like close this instance, open another instance, clear this out text and mention mobile automation second script. Let's execute this, open this, and if you want to see further console here, new instance is created, first one is created, clear, and then mobile automation is robot test cases pass now. So in this way you can automate a different test cases, and this is basically a very simple way to automate a script under the Java class. Thank you guys. If you feel any doubt or any confusion or any clarification, please comment on that so that I can try to clear your doubts. Thank you so much. Bye.